Morning, guys. I am live here with Laura Seaver, and we have a lot of different tools in front of us that will hopefully keep us safe when we go camping. So let's talk about some of them. What do we need here for our camping trip?
You know, the first thing to think about is actually not even these things. The first thing to think about if you're taking a day trip over to one of these parks is just sunscreen and bug spray. I mean, just common sense says to make sure you stay out of the sun and that. But if you're doing a more intense trip or if you're doing some hiking and things, it's good to have first aid along. So this is our first aid kit. It comes in this nice waterproof bag, so it's terrific. And it has everything you could need, I think, if you had just an injury out on the trail. Some of the must-haves would be some gauze and some Band-Aids, maybe some tweezers for both bug removal or splinter removal or those sort of things, and some way to signal for help if you actually got in some major trouble. So my signal here in this case that I brought along is a little whistle. I'll go. Little whistle. This is actually real thin and light. And you can keep it around your neck. But the universal signal for distress is a 3 whistle. So a quick 3 whistles on and off, so people know that that's an unusual noise to hear. So that's a signal to help rescuers find you.
Can you give us a demonstration just to wake everyone up?
I'll stay away from your mic. How about that?
Okay.
So I'm not going to do it again in case somebody hears it and says,
they don't want to think you need help.
What's going on over here? But that's certainly important.
Okay.
People don't know how to use these. These are space blankets, are called space blankets often, and they actually they do keep in body heat really well. So if you were to get caught out in a situation where you're getting really cold and losing body heat quickly, you can wrap up in one of these, and it insulates you just like kind of an oven insulation almost, and will keep your body heat in.
Oh, okay.
So these are actually terrific if you're out in cold weather or weather that gets cold.
Or if you get wet or something like that.
Or if you get wet or anything like that, absolutely. And then anytime you're in an emergency situation, you should look at your kit and wonder what you can do to repurpose things. So I have my pot over here. We could purify water in that. If I can't start a fire, I have iodine in my kit. And you can purify the water with the iodine. Right, so anytime you were to get in a major emergency, you'd want to look at your kit and say, okay, what do I have, what is it for, and what else could I do with it?
And then we have one more thing here. This is our poison ivy. How can people identify it when they are out going camping?
Interestingly, people don't know, but poison ivy has a lot of different looks depending on time of year. It can be bright green, it can be mottled red. Leaves of 3 Let It Be really is a good guide to poison ivy. And really don't go rolling around in the weeds is a great is a great step to avoid it. But if you see the red stems and the groupings of 3 and the pointed leaves, those are all good signs that you've got poison ivy. And my lovely husband went out and collected this poison ivy for us this morning.
What a good guy.
What a good guy. So you know, if you're going to handle it, definitely wear gloves or whatever. But you know, check for those leaves of 3 and the red stems, and that's a good way to see.
Okay, Laura, thank you so much. Good to know what we need to look out for. But then we have all of these other things in our kit to make sure that we stay safe with our family when we go camping. Back to you guys in the studio.